Please be seated. I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the Macquarie University land, the Watamadigal clan of the Darug Nation, whose cultures and customs have nurtured and continue to nurture this land since the Dreamtime. We pay our respects to elders past, present and future, and also to any Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander family and friends present here with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to introduce the Chancellor of Macquarie University, the Honourable Michael Egan, AO.
Well, graduands, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. First, I want to thank all of you for coming. The graduation ceremony is a very important celebration of achievement. The achievements of our graduands, and I might say also of the university. So it's very good that you're here, and I'm very grateful that you are. I also want to especially thank those of you who have brought children with you, and I see we have quite a number down the back and also some babes in arms. It's very good for them that they're here because their memories of today and of the importance of today may one day be the thing that inspires them to emulate the successes of today's graduands. And their presence is also good for us because every celebration is enhanced by the presence of children. Now, unless children have changed enormously since I was a child, few of them will be able to stay quiet or still for the duration of a graduation ceremony. And I don't expect them to, and I don't want them to, and I don't want parents to worry if they don't. They are most welcome, and please let them run around and make as much commotion as they like. We've found from long experience that if a baby wails through a graduation ceremony, they are certainly back within 25 years to take out their first PhD. So it's to be encouraged, not discouraged. Now, the most important thing today is that our graduands have a great day. I hope that this will be a really happy and memorable occasion for all of you. But it will only be a happy occasion if you relax. Some of you don't look relaxed at all. Some of you look as though, some do, but some look as though you're about to go into the exam room. I'm assured that you've all done your exams and passed. That's why you're here today. So you deserve to enjoy the day. You deserve to take pride, great pride in your graduation. Completing a degree is never easy. You need an intelligent and inquiring mind. You need determination and perseverance, and you need to make many sacrifices. So welcome and congratulations to each and every one of you. And please make sure you relax and enjoy the day. Nothing can go wrong, truly. Well, sometimes it does. The worst thing that can happen is that when you come up here on stage, you can trip and fall over. But that's why all these highly paid people are here. They're here to pick you up and send you on your way. So there's absolutely nothing to worry about. I also want to congratulate all of you who are here today as the guests of our graduands. The very fact that you're here, the fact that you've been invited by one of our graduands to share one of the great days of their lives is proof positive that you've been very important in their lives and in the successes that we celebrate today. And I don't want you to think either that observing today's graduation is the end of your role. I have another important service for you to perform for our newest graduates, as they will soon become. I want you to make sure that the degrees they receive today are never ever put in a bottom drawer, but are always proudly displayed in a position of prominence. In other words, if our graduands are too self-effacing to proclaim their success, you make sure you do it for them. Now, the ceremony that we're about to participate in is one of the world's oldest social rituals. For centuries, Graduates have been donning robes just like the ones our graduands are wearing today and participating in ceremonies just like this one. Indeed, there are some 50 universities in the world which can trace their history back more than 500 years. Now, Macquarie obviously is not one of those. We're a very young university. We celebrated our 50th Jubilee just a couple of years back in 2014. We proudly take our name from Australia's greatest colonial governor, Governor Lachlan Macquarie, a man whose greatness and achievements were never acknowledged by his contemporaries, but only by history. Now, those of us who went to school in New South Wales were taught that Macquarie was a great builder, but his greatest legacy had nothing to do with bricks and mortar. His greatest legacy was the ethos he established, much to the annoyance of the British authorities at the time, of an egalitarian society. Because it was Macquarie's insistence that in this fledgling convict colony there be no distinction between the free and the freed that was the foundation of the Australian notion of a fair go for all. And that is a legacy that here at Macquarie we will always aim to maintain and honour. After our first 53 years, we now have more than 180,000 Macquarie graduates living in more than 140 countries. Macquarie is a very modern and outward-looking university. We're now ranked in the top 2% of the world's universities. From our beginnings, we have defied the traditional boundaries of academia. We have pioneered, and we continue to pioneer, learning and teaching approaches that challenge conventions and shift thinking. Our graduates and students play a major role in their own learning and are empowered to guide what and how they learn. We're also research pioneers. Our framework for the future, world-leading research with world-changing impact, is brought to life by renowned researchers whose bold and innovative solutions to issues of global significance are of enormous benefit to the world we live in. And that, by the way, is not just an idle boast. For example, I wonder how many of you are aware that the development of Wi-Fi happened not at Harvard University or Oxford University or the Australian National University. No, it was the work of Macquarie University scientists in conjunction with scientists from the CSIRO. We're also rather proud of some of our new facilities. On your way here this morning, you may have seen our Macquarie University Hospital, which is only 5 or 6 years old. It forms part of a very exciting medical enterprise, which when fully established will be Australia's first fully integrated academic health sciences centre under a university's leadership. And not only is it important for our researchers and our own research and teaching, but it's also a really great hospital. And I can attest to that personally because I was a patient there for 3 days just on 3 years ago. And I can assure you that the standard of treatment and care is absolutely phenomenal, especially when you're the Chancellor, so I can recommend it to you. Other outstanding new facilities, of course, include our library, which is only a few years old, our Australian Hearing Hub, which is a world-leading institute in hearing and language sciences, a state-of-the-art media centre, a newly launched simulation hub for teaching and research, and a number of cutting-edge science laboratories. Now, that's not to say that all of our lecture rooms and laboratories are first class. Some are clearly very much second class, but not for too much longer, because we are on the verge of embarking upon a major physical transformation of the campus, which will take place over the next decade. And you might have seen already some of the work that's happening on campus in the provision of temporary facilities, which will be used while some of the older buildings are being pulled down and replaced. So we're looking forward and we're on the move. Here at Macquarie, we have a very clear and straightforward mission, and that mission is to transform people's lives and to improve the lives not just of our own students, but also of people all around the globe by the work and achievements of our graduates and by the fruit of our research. We want Macquarie always to be a leader in teaching and learning and a leader in the accumulation of knowledge and understanding. In other words, an ideal community of scholars. And graduands, in just a few minutes, it will be my very great honour to confer your degrees upon you and welcome you as lifelong members of that community of scholars we proudly call Macquarie University. Well, now, graduands and ladies and gentlemen, it's now my very great pleasure to introduce our occasional speaker, Mr. David McKean. David McKean graduated from Macquarie University with a Bachelor of Economics degree and a Bachelor of Law degree in 1992. He practiced as a corporate lawyer in New South Wales and then moved to London, where he worked for Allen and Overy and requalified as a solicitor entitled to practice in England and Wales. In 2000, he returned to Sydney to work in mergers and acquisitions with Gilbert and Tobin. Following that, he joined Axicom, formerly known as Crown Castle, Australia's largest communications tower company. Axicom enables over 20 million Australians to connect to high-speed wireless networks every day. David's current executive role at Axicom is Director of Property and Investments. Along the way, David also became a graduate of the Australian Institute of Company Directors, and he is also a member of the Macquarie University Audit and Risk Committee of the Macquarie University Council. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome David McKean to present the occasional address.
Thank you, Chancellor. I'd also like to acknowledge the Executive Dean, members of faculty, staff, graduates and their family and friends. Firstly, congratulations to everybody sitting here. Well done, you did it. It's all good. I'm honoured to be speaking to you today on such an important occasion. And you know, I graduated in this very space 25 years ago. I'm not quite sure how I got this old, but seeing you brings all the memories back. My relationship with Macquarie University actually started with my mother. She was born and raised in Ireland at a time when it wasn't the natural order of things for women to attend university and perhaps not even finish high school. She came to Australia at 25 with my father and they started a family. At age 40, she decided that she wanted to go back to school. So she did the HSC at TAFE and she did well at that. And then she was admitted to do a Bachelor of Arts here at Macquarie University. She was a natural uni student, avid reader, student of history, diligent and engaged. All she needed was the opportunity to attend university, and Macquarie provided that opportunity to a mature age mum with 3 children. So I offer my thanks, Chancellor, to the university on her behalf. As for me, I developed a perhaps unhealthy obsession with economics at high school. This was in the mid-80s when Paul Keating was a young treasurer of Australia, if you've heard of him. It seems to me, he was a trailblazer. And it seemed to me that Australia was being changed from the inside out during his term as treasurer, with the floating of the Australian dollar, deregulation of the financial markets, creating an independent reserve bank, and introducing a fairer system of taxation for Australians. And later on, Keating introduced compulsory superannuation. All of these are very macro changes for the Australian economy and changed Australia forever. And at the time, everybody was talking about microeconomic theory, and famously, even parrots in pet shops I guess you had to be there, but that was something that Keating said at the time. Anyway, I was hooked, and this brought me to Macquarie University to study economics and law. I had a great time at uni, learning, being challenged, spending too much time at the uni bar, running my car on empty because I couldn't afford petrol, you know, the normal things that you do as a uni student, and also making lifelong friends. But most importantly, I met my future wife at law school. And we now have 2 beautiful daughters. So you'll see that this university has been very good to me and very central to my life. The reason I say all of this is that university is not simply about getting a degree. It provides an environment where you can learn how to think and how to live. So this is what I'd like to focus on. You certainly don't need any more lectures, because I don't panic, I'm not going there. I do, however, have a few life reflections to share as you go out into the world. First, university beats Tinder for finding love. So, if you secretly love somebody, right, in this graduating class, my suggestion to you is you tell them after this ceremony. So if you remember nothing else about this speech, remember that it's true. Your parents will agree with me. Second, life is about sharing the journey. Today is part of that. You're here with family and friends, and really importantly, your graduating class. These connections will be really important to you as you go forward in the years ahead. Every job I've had after the age of 27 involved the assistance of somebody that I was connected with. Now, it might just be an introduction, but that introduction can be key. The first job is the hardest, and I know that, I remember it, but after that, the relationships are going to be key to you. Third, be yourself. As you develop your career, there will be a whole lot of people telling you how to re-engineer your DNA so you can fit in to a particular culture or organisational theory. Remain true to yourself. You can rely on Michelangelo if your employer doesn't buy this. So just go with me on this one. Okay. At the time, all the other sculpture artists in Italy used to create a clay-based sculpture before they went to marble. But most of these artists and sculptures were forgotten with time. Michelangelo, however, never worked from a copy. Everything he did was original. He picked the finest piece of marble and away he went. No rehearsals. Each marble statue he created was truly unique and could never be replicated, like you. 4, read Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Aurelius is my favourite Roman emperor. He wasn't perfect, but he wrote these amazing personal writings 2,000 years ago. And the basic message of that is that you should be truly mindful in what you do. Do things in the right way, with integrity, honesty, and purpose. Never trade that away. Don't worry about controlling other people and other things, because you can't, but you can control yourself. So be mindful and responsible for your own actions and decisions. 5, I'm sorry to tell you that you will most certainly make some very big mistakes in your life, because I know I have. But the secret is to share those mistakes immediately and not try and cover them up. It's remarkable that almost all mistakes can be fixed, but only if you share them and own up to it. So if you feel sick to your stomach to tell your boss something, that is your body telling you to tell your boss that thing. And you know that feeling that I'm talking about. 6, read The Art of War by Sun Tzu. This was written 2,500 years ago for military strategy purposes, but is the most helpful book to assist you through business and even personal challenges. It teaches us to know your counterpart like yourself, that playing dumb can be a lot smarter than trying to be the smartest person in the room. To pick your battles, and that despite the title of the book, Take all steps required to avoid war. This is always a good outcome. 7, think about what happens next. A lot of your working life is spent doing tasks and solving problems. This is all very worthwhile. The key, however, to making a true difference is predicting what is likely to happen next after you have solved that problem. So it's like a game of chess. And finally, 8, the little things are generally more important than the big things. Being with family and friends and talking about nothing in particular is actually what really connects us. And also call people when they are fired or disgraced. It's more important than when they are promoted. So thank you for listening to my reflections, and congratulations once again. Thank you, Chancellor. Thank you.
Well, graduates, I'm sure you'll agree there was some really great advice there. 8 pieces of advice, which I think you'd do well to remember. I don't expect you to have a photographic memory, but don't forget, our graduations are live streamed and you can get a tape of them, and you can go back and you can write down all those 8 points, and it would be well worth doing so. The ones that are prominent in my mind at the moment are the first one, and that is, if you're in love with someone, tell them. Otherwise, it could be the biggest mistake of your life if you don't. The other one of David's 8 points is, if you make a mistake, own up to it quickly. And if your boss doesn't take kindly to that, then you really don't want to be working for that boss. You want to find a new one. But if you own up to a mistake, it can very often be retrieved quickly, and you go on and learn from that. And the last point he made was that sometimes the little things are more important than the big things. And that's certainly true. A kind word to someone who's down is always remembered. A kind word to someone who's doing well is not so often remembered. So there are 3 of the 8 points. They're all worth remembering, but those 3 in particular struck me. And of course, David is right. University is not just about getting a degree. Much of the intellectual stimulus you get from university is not from the courses you study, it is just by being here and being amid a community of scholars, students and academics, talking to one another, discussing things, challenging one another and learning from one another. So I don't think online education is ever going to replace a real university, a well-rounded university education. So I think David deserves another great round of applause. Well, now, graduands, we've now come to the part of the ceremony which is the key part, the reason we're here, and that is the conferring of degrees. Now, I did mention to you earlier that there was nothing for you to be worried about. This is the one part of the ceremony that just worries me a little bit, because I was told by one of Australia's most eminent legal minds many years ago that if I conferred a degree on someone who wasn't entitled to get it, it was very, very, very difficult for me to take it back. So before I confer your degrees upon you, I need an ironclad assurance from the acting registrar down there that all of you are qualified and that none of you were ever late in submitting an assignment and that none of you ever skipped a class. Can you give me that assurance, please?
Chancellor, I certify that all the candidates being presented here today and those who are absent have satisfied the requirements of the Academic Senate for the degrees they are to be awarded. Would all the candidates for admission to degrees please stand?
Graduands, in the name of the Council of Macquarie University and by my authority as Chancellor, I admit each of you present and those who are absent to the degrees for which you have qualified. Graduates, congratulations. Will
you please be seated? Chancellor, The graduates at this ceremony are from the Faculty of Business and Economics. I now call on Professor Stephen Brammer, Executive Dean of the Faculty of Business and Economics, to present the graduates. Professor Brammer.
Chancellor, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Faculty of Business and Economics. The Faculty of Business and Economics is the largest faculty at Macquarie University and one of the largest in Australia. It includes the departments of Accounting and Corporate Governance, Applied Finance and Actuarial Studies, Economics and Marketing and Management, as well as the Macquarie Graduate School of Management. We're an applied, engaged and global business school. Our role is to create knowledge through applied research in the areas of marketing, management, finance, economics, actuarial studies and accounting. Working with our academic and corporate partners, students and alumni, we create and share knowledge that addresses business and societal challenges. Our programs are innovative and include engagement with industry as well as the development of employability skills. The skills developed are in demand globally. Our programs are recognised and accredited by key industry bodies, and we enjoy a strong reputation amongst the business and professional communities. Our graduates have starting salaries well above the average for Australian business schools. These graduates have the skills, knowledge and purpose to make a positive contribution to their families, to their communities and to the world. Chancellor, I'm proud to present to you the graduates from the Faculty of Business and Economics whom you've admitted to degrees. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance with the Bachelor of Economics, Victoria Zhenghui Chan. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with the Bachelor of Commerce, Catherine Baladad. Rebecca Diana Besteros. Matthew Julius Collins. Claudia Fraser. Paul Galea. Julianne Ray Gerodius. Maggie Gu. Christina Harding. Stephanie Coach. Choyan Lee. Melissa Liu. Inshira Uzaiya Magdan Ismail. Abby Lee McAdam. Awesta Momand. Laura Moura. Stephen O'Mara. Georgia Price. Rosanna Ray. Vincent Sue. Morgan Williams. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration with the Bachelor of Arts. Nicholas Favell Jones. Erin Landy. Elsa Lumley. Brendan Muller. Brooke Emily Quinn. Thomas Samuel Ralph. Kyle Ming Yao Si. Christabel Wong. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration with the Bachelor of Commerce, Professional Accounting. Joan Wing Shum. Saful Tuli. Lisa Vu. Zhenxiang Wen. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce with the Bachelor of Laws with honours, Sian O'Shaughnessy. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Sama Saleh E. Al-Hadrami. Jessica Allen. Isabel Barrera. Lachlan James Brown. Megan Carmichael. Susan Rosemary Carrasco Atapilco. Pranjal Roy Chaudhry. Angela Davis. Caitlin Alice Rose Davis. Philip Grant Erskine. Daniela Harbuki. Simran Lika. Ava Wanting Lee. Ray Kuhn Lee. Jessica Grace Linney. Nicholas Worth Lord. Ben Maguire. Elizabeth Powers. Samata Shakya. Lillian Page Stewart. Trisha Sunkanka. Stephanie Gale Tarona. Emily Vegas. Stephanie Jane Watty. Stephanie Louise Witts. Li Xing Shu. Jung Hyo Byu. Nathan Christopher Young. Jingjing Zhang.
Well done, Kathy. Congratulations.
I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration. Iman Abu El Lail. Michael Patrick Christopher Anthony. Nicholas James Bates. Chloe Brown.
Congratulations.
Ming Da Chang.
Congratulations, Chloe. Well done.
Deirdre Natalia Chung. Karen Cronin.
Well done.
Min Dan Do.
Congratulations, Kyle. Well done.
Trixie Ermanita. Jonathan Fragakis. Isabella Gaspar. Aidan Thomas Gregson. Haneen Hamouche. Yu Yi Huang. Matilda Jane Lamb. Patrick Lorente. Lizzie Lay. Jinrui Li. Ye Lin. Jianxing Lu. Ruben McKellar. Harpreet Minhas. Wakas Mohammed. Brad Christopher Monroe. Nikhil Sankaran Narayan. Laymin Nguyen. T. Kirsten Nguyen. Tyon Foong. Sherry. Yuan Shi. Anastasia Statsenko. Sarina Takali. Jeddah Turner. Marielle Varlis. Matthew Vumbaka. Colin James Werner. Adrian Richard Wong. Dion Xiao Yin Yam. Tivon Kachi Yu. Tony Yoon. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Elijah Bates. Denise Carla Ribeiro. Evelyn Tadanabath. Lana Al-Shawa. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Professional Accounting, Emily May Coleman. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of International Business with the Master of International Communication, Guo Chen. Xiao Jiao Han. Jorge Alberto Munoz Cano Castro. Melroy Robin Joes Stanley. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of International Business with the Master of International Relations. Isha Haroub. Alejandro Sanchez Hernandez. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of International Business. Jatuporn Apichard Sopapkajon. Azreen Che Hilmin. Hao Liang Chun. Debbie. Yanni Patere Juno. T. Tui Ngan Lam. Chiming Lee. Sen Xiao Lian. Chandan Manjunatha. Siddhant Kanak Nagla. Blessing Ajoke Omoni.
Congratulations, Isha.
Eduardo Rodriguez.
Congratulations.
Heidi Elena Silanda. King Lam Felix Jung. Yan Zhang. Chancellor, that completes this afternoon's presentation of the graduates from the Faculty of Business and Economics.
Chancellor, I call on Miss Julianne Ray Georgius, who has graduated today with a Bachelor of Arts with the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, to speak on behalf of the graduating group. Miss Georgius.
Chancellor, members of the university, fellow graduates and guests. I'm extremely grateful and humbled to be up here today to speak on your behalf. Congratulations again to my fellow graduates. All the hard work, late nights and coffee runs have finally paid off. I, for one, am also very excited that I never have to endure the struggle of finding a car park after 10 a.m. ever again. But I'm also very saddened to come to the reality that a chapter of our lives has ended. Goodbye, student life, hello to the real world, and hello to finally being able to afford smashed avocado. I spent the last week before today rewriting my speech, struggling to figure out how to fit 5 years of experience into 3 minutes, adding general university experience and trying to make it relatable to you all. But I couldn't write your university experience just as you probably wouldn't be able to write mine. And much like life in general, your experiences are your own and you belong a different journey to anyone else. Now, I have a bit of experience living up to certain expectations and comparing myself to someone else's path to success, as it wasn't too long ago when I was sitting in the crowd watching my sister conduct her graduation speech from where I now stand, and graduating from a similar degree to me. It can be overwhelming and hard not to compare yourself, and equally hard to be compared to someone else. You'll find people who are smarter than you, more confident or successful, but if there's anything I've learned from being the second child, is that great things will definitely come in your own time. And you can't worry about being compared to someone else because you're your own individual. There's no cookie cutter mold for success anyway, so who better to define your own accomplishments than you? Sorry. Everything I've learned until this moment is a testament to my support tree, my foundations, Mum and Dad. Thank you so much. Being first generation Australian, I'm so grateful for your courage in moving here from your homes to live somewhere like this where I've had so many opportunities and things that I can take for granted. I also want to give out a shout out to my fellow peers who have done the same. To have studied and graduated in a new country away from home and in another language. To have uprooted your lives and take this opportunity is so incredible, and you've inspired me to be fearless. To my friends, thank you for being great listeners and stress relievers, aka my party people. Thanks for still wanting to hang out with me, regardless of the numerous times I would decline because of my assessments or exams. You keep reminding me that I'm more than just what I studied and more than just my job. Lastly, a huge thank you to Macquarie University staff here today who have helped us along the way. It's been a fun ride, and as we move into our next stages of adulthood, it's great to know that we'll always be connected as alumni. My parting words would be to remember to define your own successes and to be open to learn from what others have to offer. Congratulations again to my fellow graduates, and I wish you all the best moving forward. Thank you.
Well, Julianne, congratulations on a lovely speech, and congratulations also on your 2 degrees, your arts degree and your commerce degree. I must say you've got a very proud-looking mother and father and sister over there. I'd say, given the fact that both you and your sister have been chosen to deliver the graduate address at your graduations, you must both have chosen very well when you picked your parents. That's the most important decision anyone can make in life, to choose their parents, and you've done well. And you're quite right, everyone is unique, so you shouldn't ever try to be someone else, you should be yourself, and that was a point that David McKean was making earlier. Congratulations again, I think she deserves another great round of applause.
O mia
Well, now, that wasn't too bad, was it? That glorious voice, ladies and gentlemen, belongs to Angela Brewer. And Angela sings at most of our graduation ceremonies, but sometimes she's not able to make it. So you're lucky today that she was able to get here and to sing for you, because when Angela can't come, I do the singing. Would you like to hear Angela sing just a little bit more? Would you? Okay, well, all you've got to do is enrol in another degree, and I promise you I'll make sure she's singing at your next graduation as well. I think she deserves another great round of applause. And as you've also heard, we have some fabulous musicians here. Melanie McLaughlin on the trumpet over there. Where's Melanie? There she is. And our organist, Dr. James Forsyth. Thank you, James, and thank you, Melanie. And we also have a great band of alumni volunteers. Some of them are sitting over there, some more over there, and they come along to make sure that everything goes smoothly at your graduation. They deserve a great round of applause. And behind me on the stage are representatives of our academic community, who of course have been very important during your journey through Macquarie. I'm sure you'd like to thank them as well. Well, graduates, this ceremony marks the end of one stage in your relationship with Macquarie University, but it is certainly not the end of your association with Macquarie. From today on, for the rest of your lives, you are part of the bigger Macquarie family, which is our alumni, and part of the network of 180,000 Macquarie alumni spanning the globe. We'll keep in touch with you through our alumni program, which is focused on lifelong learning, lifelong support, and lifelong connections. Our commitment to you is to help you keep in touch and engaged with Macquarie throughout your life. So please do make sure that you come back to Macquarie, either to undertake more study or attend alumni events, perhaps use our aquatic and fitness facilities, or just to take a stroll through our lovely campus, or even come back to enjoy a picnic down by the lake. Well, now, graduates, the award of a university degree carries many opportunities and privileges, but like all privileges, it also carries responsibilities. Believe it or not, you, each and every one of you, can change the world. And you don't have to be a Nobel Prize winner to do it either, because almost everything you do, in your homes, in your workplaces, and in your communities matters and can make a huge difference. The consequences of every effort, every action, large or small, can reverberate throughout society, through the decades, indeed the centuries. Even something as simple as a kind word or a kind gesture can often be the spark that ignites a great life or a great career or a great achievement. So as Chancellor of Macquarie University, I charge you to use what you have learned, not only for your own benefit, but also for the betterment of the community. I charge you to use the skills and knowledge you have acquired with rigour and integrity, and to commit yourselves to a program of lifelong learning and inquiry. I charge you to recognise the worth and dignity of all people, particularly those who have not had the opportunities that you enjoyed. I charge you to set high goals and to continue the hard work that has brought you so far. I charge you, wherever you go with all your heart. And in all you do, I charge you to uphold the good name of Macquarie University. Graduates, I hope also that you'll always remember the people who've helped you along the way, many of whom, of course, are here with you today to help you celebrate. So to acknowledge their contribution and thank them for it, I'm now going to ask you to do a couple of things. Graduates, would you now please stand? Now I'd like you to put your degrees on the seats behind you so that your hands are free, and I'd like you to turn to face your families and your friends. And now I invite you to give them a mighty round of applause. Well, graduates can turn around now, but don't sit down because we'll be leaving in just a moment. Don't forget, though, to pick up your degrees. We don't want anyone leaving one behind. Ladies and gentlemen, shortly I will lead the official party out through the centre aisle, and I would then invite all of you to follow the graduates down the centre aisle and in the procession down to the marquee overlooking the lake, where I hope you will join us for some light refreshments. We've even got ice creams for the children and fairy floss for the children too, blue and pink, not only for them but for me too. So you're all most welcome. Would you now please stand? And please remain standing until the last graduate has processed out. Well, graduates, I wish you the very best for the future, and in the words of the old Irish blessing, may the road rise up to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Graduates, good luck.